Hey guys, Zello here. I'm going to teach you how to use the add-on called Routes. Routes will generate the quickest path in between nodes so you can gather as quickly as possible. Now you need these three add-ons called GatherMate2, GatherMate2 Data, and Routes. Okay, the first thing you're going to do once you get these add-ons is you're going to take the data and import it into your game. So how you do that is you go to the GatherMate2 interface. Once you're there, you're going to go to Import. Once you're at import, you want to make sure that your import style is merge and that your expansion is the latest expansion. And then finally, click Import GatherMate2 Data. Then click OK. Alrighty, once you've done that, you'll find these little red circles and these little green circles. Green circles are for herbs, red circles are for mining locations. Alright, so now let's set up routes. You're going to type /routes. Then hit enter. This will bring you to the routes interface. Once you're here, go ahead and go to add, because we're going to add a new route onto your map. Next, you need to select your zone. I'm obviously not in the wetlands right now, so I need to select Elwyn Forest. Alright, once you've got that selected, now you name your route. Once you've clicked OK, you're going to get a couple different options. Make sure GatherMate2 is checked, because that's where you're getting your data from. Go ahead and scroll down. And you'll see now you have a couple different things. You can choose to go to Peace Bloom or Silverleaf, or you can go to Copper Veins or even Treasures. Since I have the herbalism profession, I'm going to go to all the herbs. Once you've done that, click Create Route. Now if you look at my mini-map, you've got all these crazy lines going all over. That's not what we want. We're going to change routes just a little bit so it will give us the optimal route, not every route. So go ahead and go to Routes. Once you're at routes, go ahead and pick your zone, then hit the plus button. Alrighty, it's going to take you to this interface here. Go to optimize route. Cluster is going to take all the nodes and cluster them into 60-yard groups. You can change the radius of the clusters with this little sliding bar here. I just have it set to the standard 60. Next, you want to make sure extra optimization is clicked, and now scroll down. And now here you find foreground and background. And all this basically means is do you want to calculate the route now, or do you want to calculate the route over time? If you click background, your game is going to lag. If you click foreground, your game is going to hang for about 10 seconds. Okay, I lied, that took more like a minute, but whatever. So now you can see you don't have any more crazy lines all over the minimap, and that's a good thing. That means your routes is all set up. You're good to go. Just follow the lines and go pick some herbs or hit some rocks, whatever you want to do. Alright, oh wow, this looks crazy. I have one for herbs, and then one that I had set up previously for copper. So I'm going to go ahead and delete the copper one, and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, there we go. That looks much better. So this is the route that you're going to follow to pick all the herbs in this area. Now I picked Earthroot, Silverleaf, and Peace Bloom. And this is the optimal route that I'll need to take in between all the nodes so I can pick them as fast as possible. Now I'm going to move on to some tips that will make things easier for you. Import the GatherMate2 data. You must do this in order for routes to work. Routes cannot create some sort of path if there's nothing to go on. It doesn't have anything to make a route for. You're not going to have these little green circles and little red circles for it to match up and cluster and then make a route. So the routes interface doesn't show up on my add-on panel, so I need to type /routes to get to the routes interface, which looks like this. Alright, this is something that's completely essential, is turn tracking on. On your minimap, you're going to have a magnifying glass somewhere around this map here. Mine's disabled, so I can't show you it right now. What you're going to do is click that, and then turn on herb tracking or mining tracking or whatever you want to track for whatever profession that you are, so that you can see where the active nodes are. If you look here, there's green circles, but there's nothing inside the circles. That means there's nothing there. This is Silverleaf, but if I go there, there's not going to be any Silverleaf there. There's no active plant right there. With tracking, you're going to get a yellow circle inside of that green circle, and that's when you know when to stop, go pluck the flower out of the ground, shove it in your bag, and then go again. Alright, that's just about it. If you have any other questions, go ahead and contact me by whispering me or leave a comment on the page.